Welcome back to Darren Koi Pond. A little bit of a different start this week. I know you've all been waiting for it, so I've been collecting bits for the filter. I'm going to give you a look at those in a minute. But if you'd like to smash the like and subscribe down here if you haven't, please do. Hit that subscribe button. You won't miss the final build up and fit on it then. But I'm going to show you around the bits that I've got. I've been collecting bits for a week now. I've been doing this so that more or less anybody can do it. I wanted to make it idiot proof so that there was no actual manufacturing in it. The only things to do were literally to drill some holes in a tank. Now I found myself a tank. I started putting the fittings together. So I'll give you a look over the fittings because I'm going to be making this. Right, it's going to be this tank here. This is what I'm going to be using. Oh, I'll take you off a tripod and I'll give you a look over it a second. Right. Okay, what I found was this tank. It's a 135 litre tank. Okay, it's 420 square, and to the top of the cap, when the cap's on, it's 850. Now this was actually a little bit taller than I wanted, but size wise it was as close as I could get to fit in my area. Now this tank here is made from nice stuff. I gather they're water carry tanks for vehicles, for window cleaners and people like that. Sure Mr. Daly will be well up on that kind of thing, but I got this tank. Now it's about a good thickness, this tank. I'd say it's 8 or 10 millimeter thick. Polystyrene it's made out of. So good stiff tank. Now this one could be put under pressure, but first off, when I build this, I'm not going to put it under pressure. I'm going to run it off gravity. So on this side of the tank, I'm going to go in a 3-inch tank fitting, rubber boot on it, and up through a couple of pipes to the vortex. Inside it, I'm going to be putting 50 litres of K1 micro. Now I've had a few people say, why aren't I using the new K plus? Well, I already had 25 litres of the micro. Alright, but my way of thinking, the micro's got to compact more. It's got to be a tighter fit together because it's smaller. So anyway, that's what I got. So I bought another 25 and I'll be using that. I've been buying fittings throughout the week. I'm going to put an air ring down in the bottom. A pond air ring, that is. If that doesn't agitate it enough, I'll manufacture my own, but I've got some pipe, I've got some fittings, got more to come, but we are getting there. This is what will be going in the top of the tank. Inside, kind of like this for now, while it's on gravity to the centre. And if I go pump feed with it later, I'll be able to turn it up to the top, because this thing will fill with water right to the top if I pump feed it, because it'll be under pressure then. Now the lid on these tanks is capable of taking pressure of a little bit. It's got a rubber seal on it, so cranked down tight it will be airtight, watertight. But I'm going to feed it gravity first time round with that. So I bought myself some fittings. I've already got a couple of these. Got pipe for that, the 3-inch. Got an out for the waste. Need another tank connector. Short on a couple of those. 1.5 inches. Bought myself a new valve. Yeah, that was a pier as well. Bought all this on eBay because I could, and I didn't want everybody else to be able to get the same things. Now, for those of you that buy these kind of things regularly, you'll know. Now all my pipe work here is 1.5 inches, so that's 43 millimeter in it. Outside size waste pipe. So go normal sources, just flick around on eBay, find yourself 1.5 inches. There you go. Connect slide valve. Right. I wanted to replace a couple of the ones I've got anyway, so I bought 4 of them. Anyway, nice lady phones me in the week, says, oh sorry, we haven't got them in black anymore, they're grey. So okay, I can do with grey, no one's looking at them. But when they arrive, they've got 50 millimeters written on them. Now they were sold as 1.5 inches. 50 millimeters is bloody pressure pipe, simple as that. You can't sell 1.5 inch ones as fit, with 50mm written on them. 1.5 43mm, simple as that. And in the picture they had a picture of a black 1.5 valve, 1.5 written on it, but they got these. Still arguing the toss with them over that, because further down in the ad they have got saying if you put into 1.5 you'll need reducers. Well, not looking at the valve they got in the picture you wouldn't, because that actually is 1.5. But I'll argue that with them. It's not a great problem to me anyway, because I have the lathe and I've got spare PVC pipe, and I can turn up a couple of bushes quite easy to fit in, just drop it down to normal waste pipe size. But that's one for you to wary. Anybody buying valves and fittings, pipe is measured on the outside. That's what the pipe's supplied as, it's outside size. Fittings are measured on the inside. It's as simple as that. Absolutely idiot proof system. Anybody should be able to understand it, except people selling stuff. So there. Oh, incidentally, yeah, the altering rings to take these down to 1.5 are like £5 for 2 pieces of plastic. The bloody valves are about 12 quid. Like you're going to pay another £5 for 2 reducing rings. No, you buy a valve the right size in the bloody first place, don't you? Right, but there's the tank. Job today is to go down into the filter pit and move the blue waste butt over there. Got to move that one, give myself some space, and get that one out of the way, and then I'll be ready for this one to go in. I doubt it's going to go in this week. It's going to be Easter week, so I'll get into it in the week, and the fitting of it will be in next week's video. But there's the bits I'm doing, and I'm calling it the Mark 1. Alright, got a nice plate to stick on it there. Absolutely handsome. But I'm imagining water level is going to be about 3-4 inches down from the top with it under gravity. So 50 litres of K1 in it. I'll probably get more. It's been able to get it to boil and clean itself. It'll take whatever it will at that. But with the water coming up from the bottom and rising through it, it's going to have to travel through quite a bit of media to get to the outlet pipe, and that one's being sucked out because my system's half gravity, half pump here, but it'll be fun. But take you down in the pit. I'll give you a quick show what we're going to be doing down there in a second. Quick pause on the fish here. Water's looking absolutely lovely as per normal. They're just polishing off a few pellets I had in. Just doing a bit of a top up on the water. I've just cleaned the Easy Pod and the Vortex this morning, ready for this. Let's go down in the pit, and I'll give you a quick look on that. And I'm not going to bore you with what I'm doing in there by videoing it. I'll show you afterwards when we get to that. So let's go down in the pit a minute. Okay, so job today is to move that blue barrel as far that way as I can get it, to give myself more space down here. So I'm going to be crawling around down in here. Haven't had a pie all week, so maybe I'll fit. But I've got to move the pump from it and the waste falling into it away from those points there. Should be fun. Right, catch you in a bit after I've done it, and that tank hopefully is like oh, good, more than a foot that way. See you in a little bit. Okay, I'll say it, after a right ball ache, as it always is getting in somewhere tight, I'm going to show you what I've done. But first off, pond temp today 12.4, pretty good. So this is what I've ended up with down in the pit. I've now moved my tank over, my pump, and I've dropped that one in more or less where she's going to go. She will come this way a bit more yet, but it's in there. So it fits. So it's more or less exactly the size that I want. Don't look like I'll be able to get the cap off it once it's in there. I'm going to have to drill a hole in the boards. or sort the boards around so I can get in there. But I can sort that out. So it's ready to plumb in. So you know what I'll be doing over the Easter weekend? Loads and loads of fun. Never know, it's warm, might even be taking the covers off. Alright, let's pop you over on the tripod. We'll have a little talk. Back in a little minute. Okay, that's that. And if you want to know what a real ball ache it was, I'm glad I didn't video it. That was bloody awkward getting in there. I'm still waiting on a few fittings that I could have really done with as well. I've struggled and gone with what I've had. I'm always waiting for some connector rubber boots. Would have made life a lot easier. And it's only waste down there, so there's no pressure or anything on it. It just made my life that much easier. I'm glad I didn't video it. The language would have put it beyond 18. Right, it's clouded up a bit, sun's in and out. If you've enjoyed the video, smash a thumbs up down here. If you haven't enjoyed it, give us a thumbs down. Don't mind, either way, either one will do. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe into the channel. A lot of the people viewing still aren't subscribed. You can always do with more subscribers. The more you get, the more content you can put on. Simple as that. Right, from down here in sunny Devon, if you want to catch up with that filter next week, be the Easter weekend I'll be doing it, so video will probably be on in the Easter week. But it's going to be a proper ball like that. I'll probably video it and bleep out the bad words. We'll see. Right, I'm down here in sunny Devon. Bye for now and happy ponding. What the fuck do you want?
See you, old shit.
You can fucking come down here, you know. Put you on fucking YouTube.
Fishing again on the bloody YouTube stuff. Keep it on there, must be doing pretty well.
Put it in frame a minute.
I'm checking it. Maybe one of those